Hey guys, Frugal BC here, and today I'm going to talk about whether Bitcoin is a good idea for you. Hey guys, Frugal BC here. Once again, the internet is going bananas over Bitcoin. We see this over and over. It goes in cycles. Every time it goes up. Everyone thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread, and as soon as it crashes a little bit, everyone says, "Oh, Bitcoin is dead." No, it isn't. Jesus. So I've been living through this for a long time. I've been an investor in Bitcoin for a while. I've never invested a lot of money, and I will talk about that strategy before, but I want to go through some of the pros and some of the cons of owning Bitcoin. Okay, one of the great things about Bitcoin, and for those of you who don't know, it's digital currency, it operates on a blockchain. Here's what I know about it though, and this is one of the pros. It's a fixed scarcity commodity. In other words, there's a mathematical formula that creates continued scarcity, which means it's only going to get more rare over time. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's a great thing to buy and hold, because I remember when I first started learning about Bitcoin, these things were like less than $1 a piece. And boy, do I wish I had bought them then. I'll get into why not in the cons, but it's only going to get more valuable over time because, at least presumably. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's a good thing to buy. Second is increasing adoption. We're seeing more and more major businesses adopt to Bitcoin. A lot of the investment banks like Goldman Sachs are starting Bitcoin programs or have already. We're seeing more and more of that. So that's one of the reasons too why I think it's a good buy. It's always risen in the past. Now, as we know, as any investor will tell you, past results aren't an indicator of future returns. But every time people said, oh, it's reached its peak, it's gone vastly beyond that. And because of that, I think it's going to be a good buy in the future. So why might it not be? What are some of the downsides of Bitcoin? One of them is volatility. You know, this is an asset that goes up and down a lot, way more than, like, say, a simple index fund. And as a lot of people know, when they first start investing, the first dip scares the hell out of them. It did me. I knew better. I had studied it. I had studied about investing before I started. I knew that you need to go through those dips and keep holding on, but boy, does that give you a sinking feeling in your stomach. So if you're not able to handle that, I'd be really careful about Bitcoin. You know, my second point, is it really useful? I've tried to do a few different things using the blockchain, like just simple moving coins around to different things. It seems insanely complicated. It feels sometimes like you need a computer science degree to actually do this stuff. And it actually can get really expensive if you don't know what you're doing. So, and it's not, you know, when I walk into the store, I still don't see a Bitcoin option at any of the places I go. So while I said the adoption is increasing, it's still pretty low. So that's one reason I'm slightly concerned about Bitcoin. Also, regulation. We're starting to see more regulation than we've ever seen with Bitcoin. There's some regulation going on right now about privately hosted wallets and whether you can keep, you know, whether you have to report them and how that gets tracked. It's a little scary because the whole point of that is to be anonymous, and they're going to put it on a government database that's now hackable. That's a little scary to me. I don't use a private wallet. I actually have one somewhere way back from when there was these little sites that you could go to and you could get little amounts of Bitcoin for playing games and stuff. It's probably worth like a few hundred now, which is really funny. But for right now, that scares me. So I don't have it on there, but I worry about other people, and I worry about whether it's going to be truly adoptable if those regulations are in place. And lastly, I think it's just confusing to people. I think a lot of people still don't understand it. I think actually using it is difficult and not easy to understand, and that's one of the things that worries me about Bitcoin. So final thoughts, what's my conclusion on Bitcoin? I think it's a good asset to buy and hold. I think it should be a small part of your portfolio. If you were going to put some money aside for just a tiny bit, if you were going to put some money aside for these are my more risky stocks, this would be good in that category. I would do no more than 10%, probably a lot less, to be honest. That's my advice. I'm not an investment advisor, only saying that that's my approach to Bitcoin. Hey, I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos and it helps us reach more people. Also, there's that little bell if you want to hit that. That'll notify you when new videos come. I'm BC, and thanks for watching.